All right, let's talk about Dick Tracy number 8. This is from Mad Cave Comics, a smaller press thing, digging up an old IP that no one wanted, I guess, and making a brand new comic out of it. This is an amalgamation of the old Chester Gould crime noir stuff and the movie, how that sort of changed things as well, making all these crime bosses, well, not crime, all these criminals in the old comic, basically henchmen for gangs and all that stuff. So that kind of thing's in here. This was meant to be, I think, a 4 or 5 issue miniseries, and I guess did so well that they continued it on. Great, I admire that. I want to see an ongoing Dick Tracy comic, not just a bunch of miniseries. This is with Dick Tracy and Pat Patton and Tess Trueheart, and I can't remember the name of the rookie girl. She's from the old comics too. She's in this as well. Most of the criminals you probably remember from the movie are in this. Flat Top was in it a lot, but there's other characters like Fangs and stuff. And here you see Fangs. He's about to be confronted by Pat Patton. There you go. There's Pat Patton. So in this storyline, they're doing the blank. The blank is, of course, a person with no face. Now, in the movie, it was Breathless Mahoney. It was Madonna's character. In the comics, it was, I think, Frank Redrum. I don't know I can't remember the first name as much as the last name. But that was the blank, a guy with a blank mask. So who is it in this comic? Well, they're trying to find out. They've been trying to figure this out. They narrowed it down to it had to be a cop in the last issue. So in this issue, it's like they're getting hot on the blank's heels. The blank does attack Fangs. There is some gore in this. It's a little bit mature. I remember the last issue had a dude with like no arms or legs, and he was like, "Help me!" It's a little dark at times. And that's okay because the old Chester Gould comics were dark as well. And I think people don't understand that because they think the movie is a representation of the comic, and it kind of wasn't. It was more pastel colors and fun goofiness. But the old comic, the old Chester Gould comics, guy who created Dick Tracy, was a lot of like gruesome crime noir stuff, and people being stabbed and all this stuff. So the blank holds Breathless Mahoney captive, and so it's not Breathless Mahoney, I guess. And Dick Tracy has to save her in this like sort of like acid. I can't. It's like a chemical plant or something like that. And he chooses to save her, even though he's like, oh, she's worthless and all that stuff. But like he wants to save lives, right? Anyways, Fangs escapes the blank's attack. Meanwhile, Dick Tracy saves Breathless Mahoney. And there's a bomb about to go off and it explodes and everything. Pretty action-packed stuff. And there's a shocking conclusion here that I won't reveal here as to who the blank could possibly be. So hopefully they'll be concluded in the next issue, which is issue 9. There's a little ad for it right there. This Dick Tracy comic, and there's some sort of a special preview of The Pale Knight. Like, I don't know, whatever. I mean, if you like Dick Tracy, would you like this? Probably not, but, have at it. Like, show off your other stuff. I love this comic. It got better and better. I didn't like it much at first, and I think part of my problem was it wasn't the Chester Gould comics, but, like, it's never going to be anymore. I think the movie, even though there's only one of it, there's only one movie, and that's in the early 90s, I think it's really changed everyone's perception of what Dick Tracy is, so now people think that movie when they think of Dick Tracy, and this is a good jumping off point from there. And I like the detective aspect. He is trying to solve crimes, and you're trying to unravel the mystery yourself while he's doing it. That's good. So good mystery stuff. Good detective stuff. They weave in all the old characters well. They don't really exaggerate them as much as Chester Gould did. You know, Flat Top just has a stupid haircut. You know, it's that kind of thing. So it's hard. Like, they had Lips Manless, and it was hard to recognize him as Lips Manless at one point. So, so what are you gonna do? But all the characters are there. Dick Tracy's there. Dick Tracy's doing cop stuff, detective stuff. Pretty good. I recommend this a lot. This series as well, but also this comic, this issue. If you're not reading Dick Tracy, you should. It's pretty good stuff. And the fact that they were able to parlay this into an ongoing series indicates to me that, like, you know, people are reading it, and I don't know who would drop this after these last few issues. I think it gets better and better and more gripping. So Dick Tracy number 8, I recommend it. I recommend the series as well from Mad Cave Comics. Pretty cool stuff. If you liked this video, please give a like to this video. It really helps me out. And please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Lots of great comic book stuff on here. So until next time, take care.